Okay. So yesterday we saw how to write simple test, and we have written two test methods. We were executing them by using assert equals. We could test the method whether it is failing or succeeding. We can get. So that was simple test cases we have written. Similar to them, we can write here test suits also. We can write test suit. A test suite is basically a collection of unit test cases and we can run them together. This comes under basically automation. Even testing also you can make, you can automate. So for such purposes you can be writing test suites. So test suite is basically a collection of unit test cases and run together. At one time only we are going to be running. So in the J unit we have there the annotations like at run with and at suit. With the help of that, we can make the test suits, or we can run the suite of tests. So more than one test at a time only you can run with the help of the test suite. A test suite is nothing but it's a collection of unit test cases. Together we are going to run them. At one time only we are going to run together, we are going to run them. So whatever you want to run, you can run at one time only. That is with the help of the test suite. A test suite is nothing but a collection of unit test cases and we run them together. So in the J unit, we have two attributes, or two annotations. It's called as @suite and @run with. We have @suite and @run with the help of that you can run more than one test at a time. More than one test case you can run at a time. So that's basically test suite. So whatever methods you want to test, you can put under different test cases and all you can run at one time only. So for that purpose you require
Can you spell out
classes.
some of these words?
Yes, please.
Can you spell out some of the words that you're saying?
Yes. One is what? @run with. This is one annotation we use. Then other word is here @suite. So these two words we use. With the help of them, you can run test suites. A test suite is nothing but it's a collection of test cases. Together, you can take test cases. You can run at one time. So that is basically running a suite of tests. Number of test cases you can run automatically at one time. So that is with the help of the test suite. So a test suite is basically a collection of unit test cases we run together. At one time only we can be running. In automation, it can be helping you. Okay, so for such purpose, we use there @run with and @suite. These two are basically annotations. So using those annotations, we can make it. So for this purpose, we have created three different classes. We created here three classes. One is here test1, other one is test2. One more thing is going to be JT suite, that is Java test suite. We created three classes. We have created here three classes. So in these three classes, the JT suite Java is a test suite. Similarly, you have there test1 as well as test2. They are going to be two different classes. They contain methods there, test methods you have. Here @test, public void, test print message is one. Similarly, when you take test2, there you have another method. So we are going to test those things, those two test methods, test cases we are going to test. This is nothing but a test case. We have written one test print message. If you come to here test2, this contains other methods in this. The other method is what here? Test salutation message. These two classes, test1 as well as test2, contain here the test cases. One is what? Test salutation message, and other thing is what here you have in this test1, it is test print message, like this you have here. So here would like to change. This I want to make as here some Sridhar I put Sridhar. So like this, trying to make here two test case, test classes. One is test one, other one is test two. They contain here two different test cases. One case in the test one, other case in the test two. Test two is containing one test case. Test one is containing another test case. We have two classes, two different classes we created. Test one is containing one test method, or you can say test case. Test 2 is containing another test case. Now together you need to run these. Together you must be running these. For that purpose we use here JT suite. We use here JT suite. With the help of that we can do it. So on the top what we run, @run with suite.class. What? Suite classes. Test.classes, test2.classes. And the class name is what exactly? Public class JT suite. Okay, so with these annotations, first of all, what we write? @run with suite class. We specify like that. This is an attribute annotation we need to use here. Similarly, @suite classes. So whatever test classes you have here, whatever test cases you have, in whatever classes you kept, you must here refer them. Test1.classes, test2.classes. And apart from that, I have defined one more class called as class message util private string msg equal to empty. That is, with the help of the constructor here, I have only one constructor. So that is what exactly parameterized constructor I have here. I have written this dot msg equal to msg. Then here string salutation message. Other one is print message. Like this, in this we have here two different methods. These methods we are going to invoke from the test1 as well as test2. Come to test1.java, and in this what is written, we marked this particular thing as a test print message. I kept here string message equal to Sridhar, then followed by here message util equal to new message util message. So I created here message util object that I am initializing with the Sridhar. Then here @test public void test print message. It's first of all printing like this. System.out.println inside test print message. Here it is what assert equals message comma message util.print message. If you come to the print message, what is inside that? Let us see. If you come into print message, here it's returning just message. So whatever you assign here, it should be getting printed here. We are going to compare. Here message also we said Sridhar, and whatever object you create, into that also we are passing same thing. So here what happens, this should be giving you a success value. When it comes to test 2, here what happens, see. String message equal to Sridhar I kept here, message util, this is new message util message, this is @test it is, public test salutation message this is, here I am printing this one, followed by message equal to what? Hi plus Sridhar. Okay, so what should happen? Whenever you create here the message util class, we pass it as Sridhar, but whenever we are asserting equal, in such case it is having hi Sridhar, but whenever you pass value, it is only Sridhar. So this should be returning false. The test case should be failing in such cases. It is not equal, because here whatever message you have is hi Sridhar, but inside that what you have Sridhar you have. So first case must be succeeding, second case must be failing in such cases here. So first test case must be succeeding, second test case should be failing. So together we are going to test. This is called as here a test suite we have written. So that test suite is having a class first of all this way. We mark them as here @run with suite.class. Second thing is @suite classes. So these classes actually are going to be having test cases. So all these test cases are going to be running here. This test suite meaning is what? It is a test suite. It's nothing but a collection of unit test cases and run together. So where do we write unit test cases? In the classes only you should be writing. So therefore that class name we specify here. Test1.class and test2.class we are going to be running them. And just we created, we don't have any methods inside this. When you run this one, automatically the two methods are going to be running there and they are going to be asserting there. So we find either A first method is going to succeed, so true value. Second method is going to fail, therefore you have a false value. So this way, the two methods, test cases at one time only, we are running it. We are running two test cases at one time with the help of the test suite. So using here test suite, we are going to run it. We have here test suite, with the help of that, we are going to run these things here. So run with and suite are basically meant for running a test suite. So here run with suite.class, we are going to treat this class as a suite of test cases. Second thing is what here, this test case, this class is going to contain two different classes. One is what, test1, other one is test2. You can include more test methods also in that. Sorry, you can include more test cases in that. So when you have more test cases, all the test cases can be running there. But here we have basically only one test method, one test case in each class. In the test1 you have one test case, in the test2 also you have one test case. So therefore what happens in such cases, two methods they are going to be running. So here at one time we will be running more than one test case. Yes please.
What is run with?
Run with is basically you are going to run this particular class as a suite of cases. Run with annotation says that this class you have to treat as here JT suite class it is. JT suite class you have to treat it as a suite of test cases. Like that it's going to treat. When you put @run with suite.class, it is what exactly? Test cases suite class. Like that it is actually directing it. So JT suite class is going to be treated as a suite of test cases here. With this annotation, we are making it a suite of classes.
So to run a suite class, you need run with, right?
Yes. And here next thing is what, @suite.suite classes, whatever classes you want to here test. You don't test class test, meaning is what here, you write few methods inside that. Test cases, they are nothing but test cases. So those test cases you can be running at one time only. Together you can run all these things. So one should be failing, other one should be succeeding in such cases now. So whenever you take this test suite class, the first method should be succeeding, second method must be failing. Why it is so? See here. Come to test1.java, and before that we look at the class called as message util. This is nothing but here message util class we create. Inside this we declare a variable, that is field we can say. It is a private field called as MSG. It's nothing but MSG, which is nothing but private field. Here next what you write, public message util string MSG. This dot MSG equal to MSG we write like this. So whatever message string you have, you can assign to this particular field here. This is what exactly a method. This is nothing but a constructor. So using this constructor, we assign here MSG. Next thing is what, here we are printing salutation message. In the case of salutation message, what it is doing, it is just returning the MSG. And one more method, this one is also giving you same thing. This is also returning same MSG. See, they may not be practically serving any purpose, but to test, to understand how these test cases are working, we have written this. Practically, they don't have any, practically they are of not much use. Whatever code we have written, I'm not talking about the test cases, or I'm not talking about the test suites. So here, whatever code we have written, this particular message util class, it is only meant for some example we have written. So class message util, private string MSG is empty. Second thing is what here, public public message util string MSG, this dot MSG equal to MSG. So what we do here, we instantiate MSG, or we here modify MSG like this. The second thing is what, salutation message, it's going to print, it's going to return MSG. Similarly, we have print message, even that one is also going to return MSG. So now here we created a test suite class. Second thing is what, we created a message util class. These are part of the file jsuite.java. And one more point to remember, whenever you create physically more than one class in a file, there should be only one public class, other should be default classes only. Other should be default classes, there should be only one public class in the given physical file. Here physical file is what, jsuite.java, therefore you can have only one public class. You cannot have more than one public class in the given file. In the given physical file, you cannot have more than one public class. This point is very important. You can have only one public class in the given physical file. Here you have three different files: jtsuite.java, test1.java, test2.java. They are going to be physically three different files. So here in this, we create first of all a class called as jtsuite. So this is going to be having here annotations like @runwith, and one more thing is what, @suite.suite classes. These two are required. They are part of the runner package. org.junit.runner. It's part of the runner package. Runner with is nothing but a class, and suite is a class. We are using them as annotations here. @runwith, suite.class, @suite.suite classes. Like this we take. With the help of the first one, we say that jtsuite is going to be a suite of test cases. And with the help of second attribute, we say this as @suite.suite classes. This is annotation, not attribute, annotation. So with the second annotation, we say that it's going to contain methods, test cases from the specified classes there. test1.classes, test2.classes. It's going to contain those two classes. So the class is what exactly? Public class jtsuite. We have written this class. Followed by here we create another class message-util. This message-util class we are going to use in the test1 as well as test2. So this is going to be some another class. Come to test1.java. In the test1.java, you can see here we have written code. First thing is import org.junit.test. Here this is not required. Then second thing is what? Import static org.junit.assert equals. What exactly this keyword is static? Why do we use static keyword? What is the necessity of static keyword there?
To access class.
Static keyword, here see, Firoz, you have an idea on why we use static keyword there?
I think it doesn't work unless it's static.
See, whenever you use import, what happens normally? When you use import, you are going to use only the public classes of the given package, correct? What's the meaning of import? You write import org.junit.test. When you write like that, whatever the test class you can use here. Similarly, .org.junit.ignore. When you write like this, what you can do exactly in such cases? You can use ignore class. In the given code, you can use ignore class. So these are actually referring the public classes which are part of the JUnit package. In the JUnit package, you have test class. One more thing is here what? Ignore class. We can use them. But whenever we use here static keywords, what happens? See, import static org.junit.assert equals. Here org is a package, JUnit is a subpackage in that, assert is going to be a class. Inside the JUnit, assert is a class. It contains methods like assert equals. Assert equals is nothing but a method here inside this. Then how do you access this assert equals? If you mark it as static without using full class name, you can access it. Normally to access a static method of the class, we need to use class name followed by, we need to refer that. Let me write some code here. Import, then I write here java.util.star, I put like this. Java.util.star, I put like this. Here I may write another method. Some method I am trying to write inside this. I put this way. Public method name can be here. Say void followed by add here. I put like this. String num1. Just example I write it. Num1 string num2. Specify like this. There are two parameters we are passing in this. One is string num1, other one is string num2. I want to add these two things into integers, then I want to get the result. Therefore, I write like this: int num equal to, I want to convert num1 and num2 into integers. In such case, what I can do? Integer dot, what I write? parse int I should write. Integer is what here? It is a wrapper class. Here you can put the num1. What you put here? Num1 you can put. Similarly, when you take this integer dot parse int, we put like this. Take parse int followed by you put here num2. Like this you are writing. So here parse int is what type of method? Firas?
What's the question?
Parse int. I have written parse int. Integer dot parse int I have written. What is parse int exactly?
Oh, it's convert from string to integer.
Which is a method, which is nothing but static method. Correct?
Yeah, method. Correct.
Static
Yeah.
method, that is. Static method. We use here class name. Instead of using object name, we use class name here. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Here we don't use object name, we use class name here. Integer is what exactly? This is a class, this is nothing but wrapper class, correct?
Yes.
So to use the static method of the wrapper class, we need to specify class name followed by parse int. Gaurav, understood this point?
So now, sir, you want to say that if I use class name instead of object name, I use static?
Yes, this is, see, whenever you have any static method, if you want to use that, you need to use class name followed by method name.
Oh, okay.
So this is nothing but static method. Now suppose I don't want to include here integer, just I want to use parse int only. How can I do that? See here, if I just want to use parse int only, in such cases I can go and I can do this way. Here import followed by here write static. I can put like this static, then java.util dot what I write integer, then dot I write here parse int. Like this I can put it. This way I can be writing it. So this is what exactly? Static import static java.util dot integer dot parse int. I can write like this. Give me 1 minute. Coming to this. Correct only. So coming to this here. I've written it as parse int. This is correct. Integer dot parse int. I should use it. Java dot util dot let me come to this point and put here dot integer I should have here. Okay. This is fine only. Java dot util dot just integer only we put here. But when you put here star, it's getting resolved here. Getting resolved properly. Try to comment this. The comment here. What happens? 1 minute. Parse int if you take. Okay. Fine. Here put import static java dot lang dot put here integer dot parse int. Like this I can use. I can call only that method. Now here no longer I require here integer. I can just use parse int. The concerned method I can be invoking there. Just I can write here parse int method. With the help of that, I can do it. So prior to this, what exactly it was required? You need to write that integer.parseInt. Now I can import only the static method here. ParseInt method I can straight away call in this case. ParseInt num1 plus parseInt num2 because the parseInt method does not require any object. So just you are going to call the method there. Just you are going to call method. Therefore, here you specify this way. Import static java.lang.integer.parseInt. This is exactly what we are calling the static method. We are referring the static method parseInt. ParseInt is what basically static method which requires here the class name but not object name. It does not require object name, it requires only class name. So therefore we imported there. After that we try to do like this here. Num equal to parseInt num1 plus num2. So without using full class name, we are accessing it. This is called as static, importing. So we can just import a method. Static methods can be imported with the help of the import static. We have import as well as import static. So in the case of the import static, you can refer the static methods. With the help of import, normally you can refer the classes. To refer classes, you use normally import, whereas to refer actually static methods, we write the keyword import there, import static. We write there import static followed by java.lang.integer.parseInt. So parseInt is what method? Static method we can access like that. We are going to access here the parseInt static method from the given class integer. So using import static, you can do this here. Understood the difference between import and import static?
So you can use integer.all?
Not required here. If you come to this here, integer.parseInt is not required here. Without using integer.parseInt, just you can write parseInt only, because you are referring it with the help of the static import static java.lang.integer.parseInt.
So what does the import without the static get you over the import static?
See, import is basically, going to give you this test class, entire test class you can use here. Import org.jud.ignore, entire class is available. But whenever you write here, import static java.lang.integer.parseInt, you are importing only one method called as parseInt. That is a static method. It is not actually any instance method, it's a static method. So you can import only that particular thing. And when you put like that, import static java.lang.integer.parseInt without using the class name here. If you miss that one, you need to put a class name. Integer.parseInt you need to write here. So without referring class name, straight away we can refer. Since we are importing this using the import static, with the help of import static methods you can import. So straight away, without using class name, the method you can use here. Without using class name, you can refer the method here. So parseInt num1, parseInt num2 you can write. Since here we are importing using the import static directive there. With the help of the import static directive, you are importing only the concerned method parseInt. ParseInt is nothing but static method. It's nothing but static method. You can access the static method and straight away you can use here without using class name. Without using class name, you can import. You can use it parseInt. So this is what exactly static import we say here. This is called as here static importing. With the help of the import static you can do. In the case of import, what happens? You can import the entire class there. You can get entire class, either test class or ignore class. When you put star, what happens in such cases? Everything you can access. If you remove this here and try to put this way, import java.lang.star, when you put, all the classes are going to be available now with this. Whatever public class are available, you can use them. And to use, for example, you have to use float class. In such case, what you do, you specify like this here, float dot followed by method name you need to use. Wherever s it is, it's nothing but static. Wherever it's s, it's nothing but static. F meaning is what? It's a field. F meaning is nothing but a field, like that we use. So see, here you have something like compare, then max, then minimum, you are having these things. So therefore, to access that static method, we may use like max here. We put max. So max is basically what? It is nothing but a method, but static method. It's nothing but static method. Now to access max, you require here the wrapper class name float. Float.max, with the help of that you can access. But whenever you have static import, you don't require the class name. Straight away you can use the method name. Method name is nothing but parse int. Just you can use method name. So you can call the method with the help of the static import here. When you put import static java.lang.integer.parseInt, this method is going to be available in your particular class. In this particular class it's available, and here you can use the parseInt without using integer class here. Without using integer.parseInt, straight away you can refer parseInt. Like this you can do. So this is exactly what import static. We call this as import static. With the help of import, what happens? All the class members are available to you. Static members, if you create an object, the instance variables are going to be available to you. But when you write there import static, only static method, whatever you put, that is going to be available. If you put like this import static java.lang.integer.parseInt, you can access only parseInt without using class name. But when we use class name, all members can be accessed. Just example I am giving here. When you put like this import static java.lang.integer.parseInt, what is happening in this? We are accessing here the method called as parseInt without using any class name here. We don't use any class name. Without using class name, we can access it. Understood this point, Firas?
Yes, sir. Now if I put import java lang.all, can I use?
Can you repeat, please? If you put
import java.
Yes.
Dot lang dot
Yes.
all.
Star.
Like what you put it here. Yeah. Star.
Yes.
Yeah. Now can I use all methods of integer without writing integer?
So here you need to put, in such case, integer dot star you have to put.
No, I don't want to. Without this, can I use it?
Without this, 1 minute. parseInt.
It should be all the classes here when I import Java.
When you put import.java.lang.star, with help of this one, you can access all the classes. You can access all the classes here now. Come to float, you can put float here. Whatever class you want to access, you can access there. You put float.
No, I don't want to put a floor. I want to use the methods of float directly without float. Without writing float again, like I use max directly.
Now, in such cases, you need to specify here. You cannot use like that. In such cases, you need to put, okay, you want to put static.
Oh, again static.
And I use static, otherwise you cannot use that. And like this, you cannot specify. You need to specify concerned class name there. In such cases, you must specify class name there. So those classes methods can be done in such cases. Import static java.lang.star if you put. If you have any static class, you can use that. So only with the class methods you can use it. From a particular class, you can be importing the static methods in such cases. So import java.lang.star means all the public classes you can access there. But when you put here import static java.lang.integer.parseInt, you can access only that method. Or else you can use here something like star. In such cases, all the static methods of the integer you can use. When you put star, all the static members you can access from the integer, but when you put here parseInt, you can access only the parseInt method. So like this you can be accessing. Gaurav, you have any question on this? Hello Gaurav. Taral, you have any question on this?
No, sir.
Understood this one? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Johar, you have any question?
Now, sir, I have a question, please.
Yes, Firas.
Now, if I write import static java lang.integer.star.
Yes.
Can I use all integer, all the method
Yes,
methods,
all the
static
static
methods,
methods,
and
all the
the
static
integer
methods of integer class you can access in such case. If you put star,
without writing class name integer.
yes. But you need to know what are the
Okay.
different methods you have in the integer class. Then you can use in such
Okay.
cases.
Okay.
It will not help you with IntelliSense in such cases. Just type here integer dot. Whatever static methods are available, you can use there. You compare. You can be just comparing in such cases. You can
Without
compare.
writing integer.
Yes. So you can
Okay.
just put compare here. You can
Yeah.
compare
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this.
Okay. Okay.
Put compare, automatically it's available to you. Compare, it's coming automatically for you. Compare you put,
Yes. Yes.
followed by put some 12, 20 like this you can put. So this way
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can use it.
Thank you so much. I
So
understand now.
only static methods you can access.
Yes. 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 Thank you
These are
so
very
much.
simple only, but what happens in the code all of a sudden they appear. Few programmers may write like that. If you are referring somebody else's code, they write like that, and you have some kind of confusion in that. There is no class name, there is no object name. How they are accessing like that? You may you may be getting confused. So that way it is written. Now let me remove this method here. I'm removing this method. Then after removing method here, so we have written a test suite. The test suite is containing here, it's referring to test classes. One is test1, test2. There are two classes in which you have test cases. The test cases are what exactly? If you come into test1.java, you find here two methods in this. One method in this. So first, the method is what exactly? First we created a message object. Then here, what we try to do, test print message, it's nothing but a test case. With the help of the annotation @test, you can mark it as a test case. We have written public void test print message, followed by here system.out.println inside test print message. Then assert equals, it should be giving us a true value for us. Reason, message is reader and same message you are passing into message util. So from message util you are printing message. So the print message is returning you there, the name reader only. So this must be getting succeeded. Now come to the second class here. We come to
Sir,
the
I have
test
question,
suite.
sir.
Yes, please.
Just one question, please.
Yes.
Now, import static.
Yes.
Now, assert equals is a static method.
It's a method,
Assert
yes. Static method.
is a class.
Yes.
JUnit is a package.
Yes.
What's ORG, please?
ORG is also package. It's the main package, in that you have sub package.
Okay.
So package can contain another package inside that. So package is basically compartmentalization of code. Similar process you can be putting under packages and sub packages. ORG is the main package, in that you have JUnit is sub package, in that assert is nothing but a class. So assert is containing here now a method called assert equals. It's a static method. We call here assert equals message util dot print message. So it is trying to assert they are equal. If they are not equal, it's going to be returning a false value. So this should be returning for us a true value. Now come to the other methods. That is going to be test2. We come to the test2 here. Try to open the test2 in this. Okay, this test2 class. Here we have test1. Let us save first of all. After that we come to test2. In the test2, what we do here, string message Sridhar, then message util equal to new message util, message we have written. @test again, one more method we are marking as test case. Public void test salutation message, here followed by system.out.println inside test salutation message. After that we change here message equal to hi plus Sridhar. But whenever you pass this message to the message util object, it was message only. That means Sridhar only you pass it. But here the message has been changed now, hi Sridhar this is. So therefore this assert equals must be failing there. Reason, you are trying to compare hi Sridhar with the Sridhar. So this should be giving you here a false message because the assertion must be failing for us. Go to test suite. Now try to run this. Take the test suite here. Come to this. Then run as here JUnit test. What is happening in this? Here test2 is failing. Runs are 2, failures are 1. It's showing like this. Here it is failing. Test2, this is failing. Test2, if you look at this, it's failing here. If you look at this here, comparison failure, It is expecting, it's expected hi Sridhar, but what it was giving you, it's giving you here a Sridhar message. So therefore, it is failing here. If you expand further here, you can find. It expected hi Sridhar, but what it was giving actually Sridhar it was giving. So therefore, assertion got failed there. Understood this one? All the two test cases at one time only they got executed in this.
What's HR again?
Shall I run again this one?
What's HR? Professor?
Yes, please.
What's HR?
Can you type please? Little bit more.
HR. HI, this one.
Okay, this is hi I kept here. Hi is nothing but actually is a string I kept here. If you come into this test 2, what I did exactly? This is string message Sridhar I kept. Okay, so here what is happening? Message util equal new message util message. I am passing Sridhar to this message util. Here, if you look at the test salutation message, it is nothing but a test case I have written @test. Here we are inside the method, but message I changed here. When I was passing this is Sridhar, and when you take here hi plus Sridhar, this is like this we have taken. Okay, so here it is ultimately when run assertion can be failing. It's comparing and saying you it is containing Sridhar, and difference in between these two it is saying here. HI is nothing but it's a string only we kept here. So extra string we have in this, like this it's showing. Hi Sridhar, but was not Sridhar like this. It should be Sridhar, but what exactly we are getting it? We get it as hi Sridhar, like this it's showing you the difference. Extra it is trying to show like that. So ultimately here it is failing. The test is failing here, so it's giving you test has failed. So total 2 runs here, 1 failure, it's showing like this. But if you remove this here, you don't find any problem there. Remove this here and try to run. This time, definitely it can be succeeding. Both the tests can be succeeding in that. So once again come to the test suite. In this, select this and try to execute. Both the tests are succeeding in this now. There are no failure. All the test cases are succeeding here. So no failure in this. It was the problem was with this here. In the test 2, we have added something else here. Before this we added something else because of that. Otherwise I write here this way. Like this I am going to put here message. Okay, I can put this way. Now let us test here how it's going to print. Once again come to JUnit test. It is a difference actually. Difference between the two strings it's showing you. So Sridhar here and Sridhar in that, it's showing you the difference in the angular square brackets. In the square brackets it's showing you. So second test is failing, whereas first test is succeeding here. So like this we can be running here test suite. We can run test suite at one time only, all the test cases we can be running like this. There are any questions on this?
Well, sir, I didn't understand from now. I understand what you are saying, but I don't understand what you want. What's going on, really?
Testing the cases. See, you write the classes, you are writing classes, you are writing methods inside the classes. Whether the methods are correct or not, whether they are meeting our requirements or not, how you find out?
I mean, yesterday and today. Yesterday we compare a number among 5 numbers.
Yes.
I remember like this.
Yes,
and today we are comparing 2 strings.
Yes.
Now, I can't say if Sardar equal hi Sardar or not. Why all these things? I didn't get the idea till now.
Yes, see.
What's going on? I don't know.
You
We are
have the code.
comparing between 2 strings. I know they are not exactly
Equal.
the same.
Yes. See, no, listen first. You are writing there. First of all, you write code. Whatever code you have written is correct or not. Who has to certify that? Suppose you are writing some piece of code as a developer. You write some piece of code. You test it.
Okay. No, you have many codes you have written on during the 1 month ago.
Yes.
Choose anyone, like even or like anyone you want, and make test on it so I can maybe understand what's going on.
But see, to test them, you need to gain some more knowledge with the assertions and all the things. Assertions, how they are working. So you need to understand the basics first. Once you understand the test basics, you can go for those things. Here, what is happening is, first of all, you write some classes. So whether the classes, whatever code you write in the classes, it's correct or not. What normally you have to do? You need to run from console, then you need to enter values, you have to test. Do you agree with that?
That's manual test.
Manual testing you do. Instead of doing manually, you assume some values, against some values, comparing in this case. You are comparing some cases here. You take some values with it you are comparing. So if it is succeeding, that means test case is succeeding, otherwise it's failing. Like this, you come to conclusion. So this is all automation. Automatically they can be working for you. For that purpose, we use here test cases.
Okay.
Test case is basically to test the code. It's not for application. It's not running the application. It is going to test the quality of code what you have written. For that purpose, we use the test cases. Test case is basically how it is work, how application is working. They check, of course, but to test your code, whether code is meeting all the requirements or not, you are going to test that code. So normally you need to input data, you have to do it. But you need to manually input data, you have to test it. But here what you can do, you can input some data using some kind of mechanism. See, automatically you can input some data, against values you can be testing it. Right now I am showing you very simple things. So once you understand these simple things, you can feed some data from some from some file or from somewhere. So against those values you can be testing it. Right now what you do, you take some values with that you are comparing. So same test cases, what you can do, you can assign some different data from some kind of file. Against that data you can be testing it. But since it's beginning, I am trying to show very simple things to you. Understood, Firas?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, it can be more complex. If you take a method, the method can be having data from multiple data I can send, I can see that. In all the cases, it's succeeding or failing, I can find out. But just I am trying to introduce you slowly this testing framework. So here, first thing is what we have written yesterday, one simple class. In that we have written test method, test case, we tested it. Today what we have done, we have written a test case, a test suite. So in this we are using more than one test class. Here more than one class we are writing, in which you are having here test methods, or we can say test cases. So those test cases we are running one after another here. So slowly I am introducing you. Later on you can take a test case, you can enter multiple data into that. That too not automatically you can enter. You may create some data file. So from the data file it can take data and it can test automatically for us. And it can even generate reports for us. Automatically it can generate reports also for us. So like that we can be making. You have test runner feature. With the help of test runner, you can be running automatically all these things. But right now I am showing you how to test with simple things, with assert equals. Similarly, how to write test of, suite of test here. That means more than one test case, how to write, that I am trying to show you in this. Understood these points first of all? Firas?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
So that's what. First of all, we have written a simple class. In that we have written test method. We are testing it. Similarly, what we do now, we have written a test suite. Here we are calling more than one test case. One is failing, one is succeeding. Like this we have written. So first of all, you need to practice on all these things. Simple ones when you practice, later on you can write complex test cases. So otherwise, if you go straight away to complex test case, you may get confused very much. That's the reason, very slowly I am saying these things.
Sir, please try to share this video, please.
I'll share. Yesterday's video also I think I shared, but due to lack of this one space, I don't have with either with Dropbox or with the Google Drive. And one more thing, they are breaking sometimes. When I try to put it to Dropbox, it's failing sometimes. When I try to put it to even Google Drive, also it was failing.
Can you share the code, sir? Can you share the code, please? Because video takes a lot of time to watch it again, you know.
I have shared yesterday's code also, I think. I have shared yesterday's code.
Yeah, I mean just copy and paste and Gmail it. That's it, please.
Okay, I share that. I mean, the classes
Yeah,
I share, in the same way you need to replicate.
video needs more 2 hours to watch it. You know.
Yes. No,
Thank you.
but you need to watch there and you need to practice
Don't
similarly.
forget.
That can be practice. Gaurav?
Yeah, don't forget the video. So
Well, I'll send. So,
yeah, because I have to understand what he's saying
yes.
clearly.
Yeah, it's very important, but you know, for you it's good, but for me, you know, it's need time. That's why I'm asking for a code, you know.
I'll share that. I'll share code.
Yeah, please, if you can share the video and the code, please. Thank you so much.
So, like, what I do, I can.
So I have a question.
Yes, Gaurav?
Yesterday's video you shared on YouTube.
Yes.
I was trying to study,
Yes.
practice it, and when I try to right click on the Project Explorer
Yes.
and try to see, I cannot see JUnit case.
In the yesterday's video, you haven't seen that.
No, I'm on my computer. When I right click and
Okay.
go to new, and
Just
I cannot see.
share your computer, please. Just try to share your computer. Let us look into that.
Okay.
So I'm making presenter. Just share and let us see.
There are different versions of Eclipse, eh?
Eclipse, I'm using Kepler. That is after that one more you got Luna version right now. It is latest version is Luna.
Mine is Luma. That's why it's different. Yeah.
Slightly
Maybe
different. Latest version that is. It's
maybe
latest.
Gaurav also. Maybe Gaurav has Luma also.
Yes.
The latest one, yeah. It's different. That's right.
Okay, can you
Slight
see it,
difference
sir?
you have actually. More latest features you have in that. Otherwise, they are from Eclipse only. All these versions.
Yeah, this
they
is
have
the
different
newer
names.
Gaurav. Yeah.
Expand here
Yeah.
now. Expand this JUnit. Okay. Expand
When
this. Yes.
When I right click on SRC,
Yes.
when I go to new,
Yes.
I can
No, no,
see
1 minute, 1 minute. Open the existing files. Open the existing files.
this one.
No, open the existing ones. No, no, no. Open the existing file. Mathoperations.java. Open that. This is fine. Come to the unit test main method class.java. It was giving any error. Where is the?
Oh, no, this is fine, but I can see the here on SRC. I can see when I go to new and open
Yes.
create JUnit. I cannot see it.
But
No,
the run.
what you want to
The
see?
run, not here.
No, what you are trying to see?
Like you were explaining in the video.
Yes.
You create you go right click on SRC and go to new and create
New class.
yeah JUnit.
No, no. New class, I think. You click on the class.
Yeah.
Click on the
New
class.
click class.
I
Yes.
think he's talking about how do you run the task? What button do you push to run the task?
Okay.
No,
now,
no, sir.
One minute, please. So we'll discuss about that other. Now here, see.
There is.
You put the name there. What name you want to put? Some class name you put.
okay, so just put any name or
Any name. You are saying me to how to run this application or how to write code? What you are asking exactly, Gaurav?
no? Look here, right?
Yes.
These are the three class, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So this one unit tester main.
Yes.
Yeah, this one.
Yes, yes, yes.
This was I try creating this from outside, like from here. See,
Okay,
file.
just expand, open the class, unit test main
Here.
method class, open.
Where? Sorry.
No, open the class.
Yeah. Here you have them. You have them. JUnit test.
Okay. Class.
Yes. No, unit test main method class you open. Okay. Yes.
So what I'm saying is,
Yes.
when I right click on SRC
Yes.
and when I go to new,
Yes.
I cannot see anything with a unit. And here, when I go on file,
Yes.
I go on new, I can see JUnit test case.
Yes. Here you need to write then. You need to write here JUnit test case. Automatically it comes in a class. Otherwise it's going to be normal class. Come to this JUnit test case and write now here. If you want to write any test case related class, click on the JUnit test case. Click on that. Come to JUnit test case. Click on the JUnit test case. Now put here class name.
Yeah, but what you were doing on the yesterday was
Yes.
different. So, like, you were right clicking on SRC here,
Yes. Yes.
and I cannot see same thing like you. So I don't know why.
No, no. What I was doing, probably I'm writing some main method for that class I have written, and in the case of test case, definitely I need to use same thing like what you are doing. Click on
No,
that SRC.
sir,
Yes,
excuse me, sir. He's saying mine is the same thing. Now when I go to SRC, I click
yes,
I press right click.
yes,
I get all options. He don't have the all options. That's right. I can share my screen. You see it. I can go and I have all options.
fine.
I
Right click
don't
on
know why.
SRC. Right click on SRC now.
Yeah.
Right click here,
Right
go
click
down.
on.
Yeah,
No,
see,
no, no. Fine, that is. When you go
Yeah.
with the new,
With the new, he don't have, but there is
click on the
other
other.
here.
1 minute.
I
Click
don't
on the
know.
other
I don't
here.
know what's
There's other
other.
option also in the bottom. See, click on the other.
There is other. Maybe if you
Yes,
choose it,
click
it
on the
will open
other.
many
Yes, yes,
many
yes. Click on the
options. I
other.
don't know.
No, no,
yeah,
not
I did,
that.
and now.
No, no, you type. It's wrong. No, click on the other. I am saying. You clicked on something else. Yes, right click. New. Click on
Other?
the other here. Go to other. Click on that.
Yeah, this one is other.
See, here it is. Expand Java. Expand
Oh, okay,
Java.
right here, right here.
See here. JUnit you have.
Oh, okay. So click
See.
this.
Like this, you can write a unit test case or unit test suite. Whatever you want to write, you can write automatically. They can be generating for you.
Oh, okay, okay.
Reason mine is actually Eclipse, that's Kepler, and yours is Luna. I think small differences you have in the user interface.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only thing.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for your help. So should I click stop
Yes, yes,
sharing?
yes. Yes. You want to run this? Okay. Adam, you were saying something?
I thought he was just asking how to run it. When you right click and go to run as JUnit test,
Yes, yes,
I didn't
yes.
think you had to make it a JUnit class just to test it. Can't you write those test directives in any class? And then just
No,
click
no,
run
no. It should
as?
be, yes, you can put in any class, but required thing is on the top you need to have here the package references like this. You need to have package references, then you can write in any class. But normally you need to segregate it. You have to segregate into test cases and normal code. So if a normal code is containing test cases, there is no point in that. Suppose you write a class, it is having some functionality. So the functionality you must test with the help of test cases. In your functionality, if you try to put test cases, there is no point in that because end user does not require all that. That's why what you do, you write separately in the test cases. For that purpose, you take some class, JUnit class. In the JUnit class, you can be putting the test cases or test suite. Like that, you need to write. So if you try to put in your normal class, there is no point. Though you can put, there is no point in putting like that. Okay.
Okay, I thought you could just put it in and make new class and put all the tests in there.
So you can put there, but what is the point in that? See, you test is different and your functionality is different. Functionality you normally incorporate into your code or into your libraries, I can say. Those you need to test with the help of the test suite or test cases. So you normally have a different test classes, test cases. With the help of that, you are going to test the code, whatever you have there. Like that, normally it can be done. So here what we are writing, we are not even using any main method. Remember here, we are not using any main method here. We are just creating classes, then those classes we are executing here. Straight away we execute those classes here. We just write classes there, then those classes we are trying to execute with the help of the test classes here. If you look at this JTest suite, just go to this test suite, right click, then followed by run as here, run on JUnit test. Like this you can be running a test. It here gives either success or failure. It can give you the failure or success depending on the test assertion there. How it is returning
How
value,
you are
with what
how you are
value
running,
it will
sir?
be based on that.
How you are running, please? Just say
See,
it slowly.
you go to
But,
this test suite, okay,
where?
and
Where?
see the class name is what here, JT suite, okay.
Oh, yeah, you put the cursor on and
Yes,
JT
and click
suite?
on this
Oh,
line,
okay, okay.
then say run as JUnit test.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like this you can run. But see, later on I tell you how to run automatically from main method also I tell you, but right now you try to test like this. Otherwise if you take yesterday's code, let us come to yesterday's code. What was yesterday's class, Gaurav? What class yesterday we created? What was the package name yesterday we created? I think sample JUnit, correct? Was it yesterday's one?
No, no.
No, it was not yesterday's
It's
one. So what it was exactly yesterday's class, what I shared with you. So is it JUnit something like
math,
that? JUnit suite application. Uh, okay, what it
math
was?
operation.
1 minute.
Uh,
Math operations. So math operations if you take math operations test case.
yeah.
Fine. So we go to the math operations test case. Okay, where it is? Math operations test case .java. So this is under what exactly? Unit testing. Under unit testing we have it. Come to this, go to SRC, go to default package, and in this we have here. This is basically main method we have. When you come to this test case, you have like this. Go to this test case here. Math operations is basically class. We have written normal class. So these class methods we are testing in the test case. Here we are going to test it. Go to this, then right click on this. Try to run this. Run as JUnit test.
Okay.
It can be running. So test case class, whatever class is there, you take it, right click on that, then try to run. Time being you test like this. Initially to understand this way, try to do it. So how to run automatically, I'll tell you in the main method how to invoke that with the help of runner we can do. But initially practice like this. Otherwise it becomes complex, you get confusion, a lot of confusion you get. So that's why first of all you practice initially with these. Like this you need to practice more and more on this. If you say JUnit test, it can be testing, it can show you the test results for you. So it's going to show you test results this way for you. Here it's running only one method. It's running only one method. That's why you have here runs one by one. We have only one test case. Though you kept 2 times here, it's giving you only one in this. If you put 10 here, even this test
Share
case
this
can
code
be
with us, sir.
failing. If you put 10 here, now this is going to be failing for us. JUnit test. Okay. This test is failing here because one of the methods inside this is failing. Like this we do it because it cannot be equal to 10 here. We are getting the maximum number as 10, but nowhere you have 10 there. So minus 1 is the only value maximum you have. Therefore, it's going to give you error like this. So this way, it is running only one test case. Though here inside this you are calling 2 methods, but only one test case it is. That's why it says runs one by one, failures 1 like this. It can give you the information also. So using test attribute, using test suite, similar using run with and using with suite, try to write more and more applications. So first of all, become comfortable with that. You feel comfortable with these things all. Then after that, how to do further automation, I tell you. Now if I tell all those things, you get confused actually with that. But initially practice with these things a lot. Try to create different classes in different ways, try to test it. So you get comfortable first of all with the JUnit basic thing. So here test cases you write and try to execute at one time only more than one test case by using a test suite, or simply in one class only you can put all the test methods together, test cases together, like that also you can execute. Test suite can be executing more than one test case at one time. When you have methods in more than one class, you can use test suite. If it is in one class only, then you can put just actually number of methods. So number of methods which are marked as @test, you can execute all of them at one time only. In the same class you can keep, you can test it. Otherwise, you can use the test suite. In such case, from more than one class, you can include the test cases, you can execute all at once. As we are seeing here, just now we saw test suite. So from more than one class we have taken methods and we were executing. But in this one only in one class, only one method we are trying to execute. That's exactly what test find maximum value. So like this, try to write small test cases, try to run them. Do not deviate from the original program development. It is only unit testing, and don't try to become a tester. If you become a test engineer, you become under quality control, but try to be a developer only, try to develop applications. So never become a testing person. So testing person is basically the work of the testers, test engineers, but you are a developer. Since you are a developer, you develop code, whatever code you develop, it's working correct or not, for that purpose, you try to write the test cases. Slowly I am giving introduction because you may get confused with this. So that's the reason yesterday we have written one small test case. Then today we have written more than one class, and in those classes you have here test methods, or I can say test cases. All of them are getting executed with the help of the test suite. We have taken test suite, with that we were executing it. So come to test suite again.
Please share this code,
what you have done.
sir.
Yes, Firas?
Can you please share this code with us, sir?
Yes. Yesterday's code I shared already. Today's code I share. Right now it's I share.
You share a video.
No, he shared the code.
What was the email?
The code also I shared yesterday. I shared code also yesterday, I think.
You shared code also?
Yes. Here see today's test suite.
I can't find the code, sir.
I'll show you. Sent mail. I show you here.
Oh, the zip file you send them? Zip file?
Yes, zip file.
Yeah, I found it. Yeah, I found it. It's this one, yeah. I'll download and see.
This is JUnit testing videos. Along with that, we have here unit testing.zip file. You can see here 4.3 KB. Okay, once again let me send you here. Here see, there is one requirement. You can see here Java Architect, Glenn CA contract position. Okay, so I took it actually this is Java. 1 minute. This is test suite. Application was test suite application. I think we created these classes only. Yes, this is the class we created right now. I'm going to share even this code also with you.
You will share the video too, right?
Yes, I share the video also. So, attaching. Right now I share, otherwise this is JUnit.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, 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 please.
Sir, you sent us a couple of emails today
Yes, yes.
regarding JUnit annotations and IP addresses.
Yes, yes, yes.
So can you explain a little bit what are they about?
See, JUnit test cases, what you are doing, that is basically related to unit testing. Other one is IP addresses, that is general information. General information on the IP address. What exactly is static IP address, what is dynamic IP address, how they are required. So whenever you go with a site, suppose you want to host your site, in such cases, how IP address is going to be useful, you understand from all those things. Basically, what is static IP address, what is dynamic IP address, you understand from those mail. See, I'm getting connected to your computer. How I'm getting connected based on the IP address, correct?
Yes, sir.
So the IP address can be dynamic or it can be static. Is your IP address static IP address or dynamic IP address? It
Yes,
is going
sir.
to be dynamic. That is going to be dynamic. So who is giving you the IP address there? That is given by the internet service provider, correct?
Yes, sir.
So why dynamic IP addresses for us? Why not static IP addresses? Because static IP addresses are limited very much. So IP address means how many bytes normally we use in the IP address. Whenever you take
8
any IP address, how many bytes we use in that?
bytes.
Yes. See, your IP address is 32-bit IP address, correct?
Okay.
It is normally what 192.1456.4067.08 something like this you use. Do you use like that?
Yes, sir.
This is nothing but IP address. You are using total 4 bytes in that. When you use 4 bytes, how many IP addresses we can generate? If everyone is
But sir,
given,
there are 9 digits, right?
no, not 9 digits. It's not digits. 4 bytes totally we use. We can use
Yeah,
4
but
bytes.
then,
First byte.
so one is the parity checker.
No, no parity check in this. No parity check. It is actually IP address only. Your machine address.
So how byte is 2 character digits, right?
No, no. Byte is going to be basically, it can be value from 0 to 255. The range for every byte is going to be 0 to 255. It can take any value there. Okay.
So
So
but
total we use
yeah,
here 4 bytes. 4 bytes meaning is what exactly? How many bits we can
yeah,
have
yeah,
total? 32 bits are possible. When you have 32
yeah, yeah,
bits,
yeah.
it is going to be how much? 2 raised to 32. So therefore, you can have there actually 4,147,384,000, some odd number you get. That means you can have only 4 billion addresses. If you take them as static IPs, how many addresses are possible there? Only 4 billion addresses you can make. But in the world, you have so much population, you have so many devices, 4 billion mark is not sufficient. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, static IP address, that's why it does not work. In such case, dynamic IP address are generated. Whenever you are using internet at that time, it can be generating some IP address for you. So with that you are going to work. So that's the reason we have dynamic IP addresses. Static IP address does not have security, whereas dynamic IP address is having security also written in that. So this general idea, what exactly IP address, how we are using this internet and the internet in general, how we interact with websites, how you send emails, okay, how you have any kind of Skype chat or normal video audio chat, how we are doing with the help of the IP addresses. To give some idea on that, I have sent you that. You may be
Yeah,
knowing it, but I was coming across some material like that I shared with you yesterday.
right, sir. Thank you, sir.
That's the only thing.
Yeah,
So these concepts also you have to know, you have to be strong in these things also. When you say you have experience, definitely they ask you. Not only just coding. Coding is very, very important in this. You should be very good with 70%. I mean, your 70% you should be good with the coding skills. But rest of the 30 also going to be mattering a lot. You need to configure sometimes servers, you need to configure databases sometimes. So at that time, they'll ask you for domain names, they'll ask you for IP addresses, so they ask you for port numbers, so they ask you all those things. If you are familiar with those, you will not be getting confused, otherwise you get some confusion there. Suppose you use FTP. What is FTP? FTP and what port it works? Any idea of FTP? File transfer protocol. On which port exactly FTP is going to work? You have an idea?
I don't have.
No, sir.
Port number 21 and port number 22, on those they are going to be working. FTP is what basically file transfer protocol. With the help of that, you can upload files, you can download files. Similarly, you have SMTP. If you take SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol, on what port number SMTP works? On what port exactly you send emails? Suppose you want to send email. You want to send email through your code. Using Java code, you need to send email. How do you send email? See, now you use Gmail or Yahoo. They are nothing but email clients. Using them you send. Or else probably use Outlook Express. With the help of that you do. Correct?
Yes, sir.
But suppose through your Java code you have to send email. How do you send that?
From Java?
Yes, from your Java code you need to send an email. How do you send that?
You go to file and then Gmail, export.
You can't, no, through your code only it should be sent. From your code, do you get connected to Outlook Express?
No, sir.
Or do you get connected to Gmail? So how you do then? So there you require again, you need to know how SMTP works, how email sending and how email receiving is done. You should know about that. In such cases, what is SMTP server you have to understand. Okay, these are important. Then similarly, what is IMAP server? Try to understand this. Using SMTP server, you can be sending emails. You can send emails with the help of the SMTP server. You need to have SMTP server, you can send it. Okay, so using some default port number 80 probably they use. With the help of that, they try to send emails. So SMTP server for sending emails, and when you want to read email or when you want to retrieve email, you need to have their either IMAP server or POP3 server. Post office protocol we say as far as POP is concerned. IMAP is basically Internet Mail Access Protocol. With the help of that, you can be accessing email. Take example Yahoo and Gmail. They are nothing but IMAP servers. So using your code, you need to get connected to Gmail. From Gmail, you need to get the emails. See, from your Java code also, you should go to your Gmail account. From there, you need to pull data. How do you pull that data? You may not be having an email client. You take Gmail. Gmail is what I'm using is email client just. It's not any server, it's email client. How you do such things? So in such cases, definitely networking is going to be important. These IP addresses, port numbers, they are going to be mattering a lot. You have to be proficient with all these things. Understood, Firoz, this point what I'm saying?
I'm lost, sir.
So these are going to be quite important, very important.
Too many applications, too many things.
Yes. When you see these days we are working, I was saying in the beginning, you are going to work with stack of applications, not just one application. You should be proficient with many technologies. Then only you can survive in this competition. Otherwise, it's very difficult.
You're right.
And apart from that, you need to know something about the PayPal integration. What is PayPal integration? You have an idea? Suppose some client is going to ask you, integrate PayPal with my domain. You are developing some domain or some website or some web application you are developing. So integrate my website with PayPal. They ask you, what is PayPal integration? How you integrate PayPal? PayPal is basically a payment gateway. That is, using PayPal, you can be paying money, you can be receiving money when you have a PayPal account. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So how you integrate PayPal? Sometimes the client may be asking, I want to get information from the Amazon. See, Amazon is basically a very big store. So from Amazon you need to get information. How do you get information from Amazon? So for that purpose you need to know about Amazon Web Services. How to use the web services in your computer.
Sir, are we at that level that we can do
You
all
should
this
come.
kind of
No,
things,
no, no,
or
no.
we
You
are
should
still
come to that
going
level,
to
in my
that level?
opinion. Right now, we may not be, but you should come to that level, Taral.
Okay. Okay.
So you should be at that level. Then, in that case, you can be called as a really true professional, in my opinion. You should come to that level. The passion should be. I mean, we need to feel passionate about that, and we have to master in those things. Today you may not
Yes,
be
sir.
knowing, but it does not mean that tomorrow, by tomorrow also you'll be same like this. By tomorrow definitely you should become proficient with that.
Yes, sir.
That's what
I
I.
started doing SQL today, sir.
Yes, yes, that's what is required. So, but see, to discuss each and every point, we don't have enough time. Reason time is, see, Java is ocean. It takes 3 4 months, 4 months or 5 months time it takes if you discuss each and everything in detail. So you need to sometimes you need if I give some idea on that, you need to proceed further. You need to work on that little more on that. Then in that case, we can cover all the things. Otherwise, we cannot cover. Tomorrow you may say that I haven't covered some topics. It's not that I can cover, but time is not sufficient. Do you agree with me?
You can't cover everything. That's right.
That's what I'm saying. So, but
Yeah, that's right.
main things I'm trying to cover for you. Whatever things are required, I cover. But I can be assisting you indirectly. I can be putting videos from time to time into the YouTube. So there you can watch. Whenever come across some interesting information which is useful to you, definitely I can be sharing those things. Required thing is only from your part interest. When you have time, you go through that, try to practice. Then with that, you can become proficient.
Now,
And
sir,
one
I
more,
have another question.
yes,
Uh, Now from tomorrow, there is a marketing meeting that we're going to have.
yes, yes.
So, in your opinion, shall we start marketing or shall we delay by a week or two?
You delay by a week, but by the time, but if they go for marketing, they I mean you get interview calls. At that time, you come to know what exactly clients are expecting from you. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So delay by
But
1 week.
sir, the other side is if we start getting vendor calls,
Yes,
then and if we don't know enough information, then we fail to answer them, and then we
correct,
just
correct.
get blacklisted,
That's why
and then
what I
that is
say.
something that I don't want to do. So
Yes. So delay by a week then. So from next
What
week.
what will happen,
So
Tara?
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Taral, what
Uh,
you're saying? I mean,
can you say it again, Tara?
yeah. Now, let's say if we start doing marketing from next week,
Yeah,
uh, then we will start receiving calls, and
that's right.
if we start receiving calls and we are not able to answer them, the
Yeah,
vendor will not like us, and it will blacklist our names, and that will be very bad on us, that we have put
that's what I'm
something that
saying.
we are not able to answer to them.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I told them to wait for us, but they are very hurry to start marketing. You're right. You're right. I know. It's risking, you know. It's
yes.
risk to start marketing next week.
So what to do in such cases? See, when you are not perfect, then don't receive calls in such cases.
I don't know, sir.
Taral?
Yeah, but the thing is, sir, if we do not pick up the calls, then
Yes.
they straight away call our marketing managers and let them know that we have not picked up their calls. So then the marketing manager calls us and says, "Why are you not picking up the call?"
So
So
request
we
them. I mean, therefore,
so we
what you
are
do, request them some time, say some 1 week to 10 days. You take time. Then what you do? Meanwhile, without wasting time, try to practice more and more. Then, so you practice more and more. Then after that, after a week or 10 days, you can go for marketing. You request them like that.
I mean, I need couple weeks just to read everything we got it here in the course and read everything you say. That's what I'm saying. Couple weeks only. But
Yes.
I talked to Kajwali. He don't like this idea. He
Okay.
wants to start marketing directly after you finish the course. That's why
Okay.
I told him to wait couple weeks. You know.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll see tomorrow what will happen. I also ask him to wait couple weeks, so we can read more and more practice.
Are you in Livonia, Firas?
Yeah, tomorrow, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, you're coming here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, but meanwhile, what you need to do, you need to work with SQL, as I told, from W3 schools.
I start
Okay.
working with SQL.
Yes,
Sir,
SQL.
I have found videos on
Yes,
YouTube
yes,
regarding SQL, and that is teaching us. They are using Oracle database, and they are using the same database that you have provided us.
yes.
So that is being very useful.
Then,
They have like 4 parts to it. I already finished 2 today.
okay, then why can't you share with everyone that particular video? Try to share with everyone, please.
Can you share it, Tarar, please?
Yes, sir. I will email you tomorrow as soon as I go there, and then you can probably share it right away to everyone.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So if you share with everyone, they start practicing. Similarly with HTML, CSS, you need to practice more and more.
Yes, sir.
So other thing is JavaScript. Tomorrow what we do, we have one more class left, actually random access class. That random access class we finish. Then after that, further how to proceed with testing I tell you. Then we work with the JDBC, Java Database Connectivity. With that we are going to work. But revive all these things whatever we covered. Don't forget the few points we might have discussed, but you may forget them. Because if you don't have revision, you may forget those things. Just try to revive all the things.
Yeah. Right.